Okay, so we've spent 175k. We're just gonna go plats today on the path to 200k spent. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna again say which card I think I'd take in a draft. Every 5 packs we'll come up with a hand of 5 cards. I'm gonna start by taking Squall. I'm a strong believer in the force of A9/6/4s. I think there's an argument that double numbers are really powerful, but I think Squall is enough stronger of a card that I'm gonna start with Squall. First card, Squall. Second card. Now, we probably don't want an A9 for the same corner, and there are 2 A9s in the same corner. I think 8668 has generally the same direction, but works pretty well as a 4-directional card. I'm not going to want more stuff facing out up left, but I think we're starting with Squall and 8668. We're trying to come up with a functional hand with 5 packs. Alright. Now, 4779, 8557, these all have redundant double numbers. I think clearly we gotta pick a card for 1 here. 7884 has to be the choice. I love the 4 playing off Squall's 4. This seems like a nice pickup for us. We're picking White Mage. And that also plays well with a 6688, the 8 down, the A facing down right. So for the last 2 cards, I would really like a card down left and upright. And I think then we can feel pretty happy with our hand. So it's between A852 and 8948. My instinct is 8948 should be a little stronger of a card. I also think it plays a little better with the stuff we have, though the 8s don't play with our 86688s at all. But I think it should be 8948 here, and I prefer having a down to a left weakness, given that Squall already provides the 7884 already provides a left weakness. I won't be visually showing the hand we get. Okay, well this is a terrible last pack for us, because our worst direction is clearly down, and we're not going to be able to ameliorate that at all. We don't really want another... I think it's probably Janice Shala. There's a case for 3A38, but I'd rather a tiny bit more power down, even though the difference between 3 and 5 isn't that large. I think we'll take Janice Shala, hope the 8s play well with our other 8s, though they're not lined up well for it. Real bummer of a last pack there. Okay, let's try again. I think it's between Amaranth and Ramses. I'm going to pick Ramses. It's a card I like quite a bit. I think it's probably a little weaker on average in randoms, but I think I'm just not going to get enough 7s for Amaranth to really pay off. So I'm going to go Ramses. I think we'll have more 6s than 7s. We did it! We got a rare. We can say the exact amount I've spent. It was 175k. We spent 3.5k more. So we got our first rare at 178.5k. Nice. Finally happened. I really thought it never would. We're going to take a Dia from this pack, both because the rest is weak, and also because what a day. We finally got a rare. Oh man. Took me a second to recognize because I was thinking, okay, I'll take that card, and then I was like, wait up, that card. So Faye's kind of a bummer here because it doesn't offer anything. Like, it plays fine with Ramses. Ramses can take it well, but I don't like having 2 up-down cards. I think the disciplined pick here is 547A. I'm going to go Faye, actually. I do like how it plays with Ramses. I like that Ramses can often kind of take it 3 ways. This hand's going to be bad. I'm not... that is not the disciplined pick here. Sorry if you heard my stomach rumbling. So we got 2 up downs. I do like having another 9 up for Ramses. But again, it feels like the disciplined pick is take something left right. So Vincent maybe actually is really good for us here because our best value to the left right now is a 6. Robo also helps there. Our best value to the right is a 10, but it is the least redundant. Our second best value there is a 6. Going down, we have an A followed by a 7. Not great. I think Vincent covers for the most stuff we don't have, and also because we have 2 up downs and 1 side to side and 1 corner. On our last pick, we might be able to get away with basically any corner card that isn't for 7. I think Vincent leaves us kind of the most open. While if I take Robo, I'll really want a card. You'd think for 1 or 3, but I kind of think it has to be 1 because we're gonna. Nah, I kind of think we're gonna want Vincent if we take Robo. We're gonna want Vincent on the next pick. I think if we take Vincent, we have more room for the next pick. So I'm gonna take Vincent here. No idea if this is smart. Okay, so what's our hand? We have Adia, we have Ramses, we have Faye, we have Vincent. Can't really take Edward here. I think it's got to be one of the cards for 1. So I think it's got to be 2-9-A6. I wish a Faye was 9-4-A5, then it'd play better off this. But I'm amused by this hand. It's probably... The last hand didn't fill out right and really looked like it would be a great hand. This hand kind of looked like a mess from the start, but I'm kind of pleased how it worked out, so I feel better about this one, but the previous hand was probably better. Oh, and I'm really happy I finally got a rare. Alright. I think 8-1-8A is a really nice way to start a hand. I think A8-8s are overrated, but in a format like this, it gives me so much directional power that I don't have to worry about near as much. I think this is actually a really good first pick. I think it's like a worse card than Squall, but conceivably a better first pick. Huh. Now, nothing here screams that it plays super well with the card I picked. 7-6-8-6 is clearly the most natural fit, but I probably want power over fit right now. No, I'm going to go 7-6-8-6. It doesn't cover any of the right weakness, and I have multiple options here that do. But I don't think it's that much weaker, and it does fit nicely. So I'm going to pick 7-6-8-6. For the first time, I think I'm going to pick a level 9 here. Hopefully Dalamar's proud of me. So we got 8-1-8-A and 7-6-8-6. At this point, my instinct is we got to take this card. Irvine is so redundant and doesn't even play well with what we have. A7-5-6 is not a card I really want to play. Yeah, we're going to go 4-9-A5. Almost the opposite of Loki. Really, grabbing opposites is very powerful. I wish it was a 4-A-9-5 actually, if it wasn't that, just so the 7-6-8-6 would have a little more play. I think I'm going to take Cloud. I think A7-6-6s are really solid. We have something with a bunch of 6s on it in the hand, and it keeps me feeling a little balanced. I have a card for 1, I have a card that I think of for 6, I have a card, I think of 7-6-8-6 as a card for 5, this gives me a card for 7, that's fairly well balanced, and I think gives me whatever comes, if it's strong, I can snag it on the last pack. Whatever I take is now going to unbalance me, right? Because I'm pretty neutral right now. Okay, that seems like a really terrible last pack. Trying to think about the other cards. If I take 6-4 A6, that supports 4-9 A5 as a starter. My recapture in 2 is 8-1 8A, which is probably a pretty decent recapture in 2 for that starter because it's never being comboed from 3. I think I'll take 6-4 A6. I think it just gives me a kind of simple starter plan that probably will be fine. I feel okay about that hand too. I think we've made 3 okay hands. I'm not sure there were better options. It might be fun to replay this. I'm curious if other people would have picked differently here, what your hands looked like in the end, because I think it might be, you know, it would be funny if like you have a good case for a better pick and you come up with a much better hand, but also you have a good case for a better pick, but the cards come terribly and you get stuck with something horrible. Like that first pack with Janice Shala's at the end was really rough. All right, we'll take Arania. 9-7-1A is pretty strong. And there's not much alternative there. What else we got? 9-7-1A. Okay, let's take A7-7-1. It covers stuff. We have a weird number of 1 and 7s in the hand. Maybe we can keep an eye out on that, but it is a recapture card. It's not the best recapture card, because if it recaptures an 8, that 10 facing towards 5 often means if they go in 7, they do stuff, but it means we have a way to play together, and it's not like there's a better card here. A 4-8-8-7 you might say is better coverage, because the double numbers that can capture have numbers facing out that will be easier for us to capture. And it's an opposite corner. Have I talked myself into it? I think it's a weaker card. I like the 7 to the left with Arania. Yeah, I'm going 4-8-8-7. I'm going to hold a tournament like this at some point with drafting your hand. I think this is a very easy 7-6-7-6. Really powerful card. We already have 1-9 up or down in our hand. Yeah, I think it's got to be Odin Raiden. Can't imagine anyone watching this is like feels too strongly that there's something else there. Okay, let's think about our hand. We have a card for 1, we have a card for 9, and we have a 5-card multi-purpose card. So ideally we're looking for cards in squares like 3 and 7. And I think 1-5-A9, I think the A9 is more powerful than 5-4-7-A. I think worth grabbing that. 5-4-7-A, does it have any bonus synergies with the hand? Not that are immediately apparent to me. 1-5-9-A, the 1 actually matches Arania's going the other way. Maybe there's play there. I'm going to go 1-5-9-A here. I think that pick's pretty clean as well. So we're really looking for a card for 7 here, I think. And I think we should be pretty happy with A7-5-7. Is there anything obviously it fits well with? Not particularly, but it's clearly the best card for 7, and I think we'll appreciate having the balance. We've actually ended up... Here's the argument against, I think. Let's say we're imagining that at least some percentage of the time, a decent percentage of the time, we're starting with Arania in 9. Say they capture from 6, and we recapture with 4-8-8-7 and 8. With A7-5-7 as our last pick here, we don't actually have a recapture in 7 of our 4-8-8-7, because A7-5-7 can't capture 7s left on the bottom row. 1-5-A9 certainly can't, and 7-6-7-6 can't. I don't think that's a big enough problem. I don't want to play this card, but it's my one concern here. Could be 2. No, I'm going to go A7-5-7 for the last card. Alright, I've taken 15 minutes to open not very many packs. We're going to go a lot quicker now. I got a rare, though. I'm going to start with 6-8-7-8. It's such a good card, and it leaves me kind of open to whatever comes. I think, much like 8-1-8-A, that's the kind of card I feel really nice about starting with. This is not what we dream of. I think I'm gonna pick 7769 and just say I have kind of decent multi-purpose cards, and hopefully I can cover a little up down with the remaining stuff. Because I'm very clearly much more side to side at this point. Well, 9595 is the natural coverage for that, but I think I need corners at some point. We're going to go just no A's this hand because it's not giving us A's. I think we'll take 5599. I think that's a better card than 4996. And yeah, I like having nines because both our previous cards can play off nines. Weird hand. Weird hand. So 5-6-A6, of course, plays off nines as well, and is easily cappable by other cards. I think I should be taking 2-9-A3 for the pure power, but it is not a natural fit at all with what we've taken. Not a fit. I can imagine 1-5-A9 and just starting it. Nah, let's not be crazy. I'm going to take 2-9-A3. I think we need the power. We just never got ups, did we? Never got ups. I can really commit to the whole side to side thing very easily here. Our highest up is a 7. So honestly, what we're probably doing this hand is something like 2-9-A3 and 9 as our starter. Just have really weak stuff out facing and direct the game somewhat downward. And if that's the case, I'm okay with having redundant corners for one. We're just going to chuck one in the far corner. So I think I'm going to take Bahamut, actually. It also, if their hand happens to line up badly against it, maybe 2-9-A3 goes in 1 and 4-8-A5 is a recapturer. This is the worst hand that we've done, clearly. Alright. Gonna go Krelian, A639. I think that's a clear pick. A639. Well, my favorite card here is 8-7-A4. 8-8-7-4 has some synergy with what I did. I'm going to go 8-7-A4. We're pretty directionally balanced and just has decent raw power. Oh, Yuna. Why do you have to be the same corner as Krelian? I just take 8-7-A4. 2-5-A8 in that. It gives me another corner. 8-7-A4 could go in 2, and 2-5-A8 is both captures. Yeah, let's go this boy. Alexander, I think. I'm going to go A8-1-6. Take the last corner. Have an opposite A8 pair. If we get a decent side-to-side or up-down or just lots of double numbers card, I think this will be like a pretty normal four-corner hand. Not particularly high power, not particularly matched up, but very, very functional. Now 9-4-8-6 is not the card I was looking for. So I think the pick here is probably Kate Sith. No, it's not. It's not. It's definitely Orin. I have 8-7-A4. Orin's going to play great with that card. Yeah, it's Orin here. Gotta be Orin, I think. Alright. Next up. So 7-6-7-6 or an A9 corner. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never played in this format. It's hard to judge. I'm gonna... I like them together, too. I'm gonna go 7-6-7-6 and see what comes. I like that card. It feels like a fun place to start. Okay. We got Robo is better than Braska and combines well with 7-6-7-6, so let's take Robo. Nice start. The cards play well together. Both can plus wall one above the other. 7-6-7-6 and Robo. I think it's, Sid or Nanaki. Well, maybe it's just 6, 7, 7, 8. Just really lock in Robo. Yeah, let's go 6, 7, 7, 8. Let's say we have something to build around. Now we need cards that generally go right. But we have 2 packs left. I think we might be able to get that. Yeah, we're going to go 7, A, 8, 4. 6, 8, 7, 6, not crazy. No, it isn't. I'm going to go 7, 8, 8, 4. I like the raw power there. I'll usually select for raw power. Did we get a nice card for 7? We did not. I've totally forgotten what cards we have. We have Robo, 7, 6, 7, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, and the card we just took, 7, A, 8, 4. Any obvious weaknesses? We're not great going down. I wanted to take 8, 6, 6, 8, but I think the disciplined pick here is Quistis. And 7, 6, 7, 6 loves seeing Quistis, and Quistis likes seeing that card. Yeah, let's go Quistis to finish off this one. Alright, 3 more hands. 8, 6, 7, 8. Uh-oh. It's hard to imagine what I'd pick over the 8, 8, 7, 6s. We got an A9 corner at his synergy with. I think we're taking Braska. I think there's a case for 8, 9, 8, 2 or 9, 5, 5, 9, but I like my A9s. I want Braska. I think, like, the other people's hands are going to be just as unclean as ours. What are the odds they cover Braska well? There's a decent chance they just didn't get there. A9s really have the potential to kill someone. Speaking of which, we have another A9 that plays well with 8, 6, 7, 8 and plays well with the 8, 6, 7, 8 in Braska. Imagine 5, A9, 3 lands in 1. 8, 6, 7, 8 has the capture in 2, and Braska lands in 7. 8, 6, 7, 8 has the capture in 8, but now it also has the capture in 4. I like the potential synergy. You probably don't actually ever get the big setup in a game, but I really like having it. So we have A9, 5, 3s for 3 and 7, and an 8, 6, 7, 8. Now, I was going to say I really liked where our hand was at. I don't like this pack for us. A2, 5, 9 is not the synergies I was looking for. We're thinking. I think I need the left power, though. 4, 7, 7, 9 does the least redundant thing, but I don't like what it does. 7, 9, 7, 6 is the card I kind of want to take, but I don't think... I think we have to take A2, 5, 9 here. It's the first card I'm kind of disappointed by in this hand. Alright, 7, 5, 7A. Don't love how this hand ended, but I was really enjoying how it started. I don't love the 6, 7, 7, 8s or the 6, 7, 7, 9s. I don't love those cards. I'm going to start with A5, 4, 8. Wish I'd taken the other one. Alright, we're going to take 8, 6, 7, 8 because we cannot help ourselves. We obviously have 2 cards for 9, but 8, 6, 7, 8 is multi-purpose enough that hopefully we can make something happen. We got another shot at 6, 7, 7, 8. What do we take with the first card? We took A5, 4, 8. I want to take, I'm going to take 9, 9, 2, 7 and hope for down power to fill this out. There's a case for 6, 7, 7, 8. I want to take 9, 9, 2, 7. I like that card more. Am I getting myself in trouble? Who knows? Alright, we'll take 2, 7, 7A. That gives us some coverage of our A8, and it has some down power. Anything with an A on it has a little more power in the direction you're facing just because of same wall potential. So that 7 is really like a 7.5, you know, that kind of thing. Admittedly, not amazing, but it's something. And we really want some down. We did not get it in a way we wanted. I think I'll take 1A77. Do I even have 7s up? No, I don't. What's my third card? My third card. Alright, lost the feel of this hand. I think this may have been my worst hand yet. It's possible to pick 6399, but this is that one went badly. We'll pretend that one never happened. And we will pay attention and remember our cards for the final pack. We're going to start with Ramza, because F of Tactics is the best. Obviously, there's a very good case for 9955. Ramza combines nicely with Zealous or 9955. Let's go 9955 this time. Little more obvious fit with Ramza. Huh. I'm going to take the A9 corner. I think it's the strongest card by quite a bit here. And it's hard to turn it down, even if now we really need some left power. Did we get it? No. Alright, 9728 has some synergy with the card we just took. It gives us some left power. I think it's got to be the pick. Sorry, 7676. I would have liked to start with you, of course. And to fill out the hand, oh, this hand went bad. We have no left. Alright, let's think what the hand is. 6A92, we have one. 9955, so we have cards for 1 and 7, though they're both bad left. We have A595, which really helps us up down, but that's not where we have issues. And we have 9728, which is not a card we really wanted to take. God, we have no left. Not allowed to play 6-2, 6-9-8, 6-8-9-2s, and I don't really want to anyway. I'm going to take 4-8-8-7. It's the most left. We can pretend it fits the last corner. This hand did not go great either. But hey, we got a rare. Pretty pumped about that. First rare for the account. The previous best draw that we had was got an Adamantoise, which I traded to myself for Larsa, and a Urim Barrows. But now we hit our first rare, which cough cough, I will be donating to myself for some clan event or something. I'll have to figure that out. And then we got a ton of Odin Raidens because yeah, kept picking that. Alright. Congrats to me. Finally got a rare. 178,500 points spent. Well worth it.